Ladies and gentlemen, from Newport News, Virginia, we want to say happy birthday, Dr. Scott. We're celebrating your life, your legacy, and our hope. Together, we can give an opportunity. We welcome you to our event tonight with special guests, Angela Futrell, Dr. Elva Williams Hunt, Jason Smith, Angel Taylor, Akira Parker. Special performances by Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter Kelly Nicole, Jocelyn Betts of the JB Soulful Sound. And kicking us off tonight, give it up for Marcus Anthony.
Hey, come on, rock with me. Hey, come on. So don't keep running away, baby. Don't keep running away. No, don't keep running away from love. Don't keep running away. Hey. Slow down, baby. Who told you you're worthless and that you don't deserve this? Sometimes what we see distract from the promises we dream. Or should I ask who hurt you? Restore your sense of virtue. Can we reach the heights of love if you've been falling? You've been hurt more times than you want to admit. That's typical. Not saying that I've got the fix if you're not willing. But what if my broken pieces, they match your broken pieces? We put our forces together to form a super being. Hey, don't you keep running on, baby. Don't keep running on. Say don't keep running away from love, no, baby. Don't keep running away. Hey, beautiful lady, would you lend me your ear? I've got a message for you. There is no living in fear. What are you worried about that you lose yourself in the end? What if I told you to give love is where you'd find you? Listen, you've been hurt, been down before, wasted time with some clowns before, and vowed you'd never do the same. Now you can't hear when love calls your name. But what if my broken pieces, they match your broken pieces, and we put our forces together to form a super being? Don't keep running away, no. Don't keep, you ain't gonna go nowhere, no. Don't keep running, don't keep running. Hey, don't keep running, no. Don't keep running, no, baby. Don't keep running, no. Don't keep running, no. I'd rather fail in love than fail to love at all. Love is a risky game. For you, I would bet it all, baby. So I'd rather fail than fail to love at all. Love is a risky game. For you, I would bet it all. I'd rather fail than than fail to love at all. Oh, love is a risky game. For you, I would bet it all, baby. Hey, come on, hey. Yeah, don't keep running, no, don't keep running, don't keep running, no, don't keep running, no, don't keep, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a message from Mrs. Angela Futrell.
Good evening. My name is Angela Futrell, and I am the board chair for C. Waldo Scott Center for Hope. It brings me great pleasure to welcome you to this wonderful virtual celebration. Happy birthday, Dr. Scott, celebrating your life, your legacy, and our hope as we celebrate 30 years of service to our community. This year's event looks a little different than it has in the past as we abide by the COVID-19 guidelines, but it in no way lessens the efforts to support the needs of our youth. C. Waldo Scott Center for Hope appreciates each and every supporter as you sit in front of your electronic devices, your television, or wherever you are tonight. And for the next 4 Thursdays, we would like to say thank you. We, the members of the Board of Trustees and the C. Waldo Scott Center for Hope staff, would like to encourage your continued support as the children of our future are the beneficiaries. Again, from us to you, thank you. Enjoy the evening.
And now, history of the Scott Center with Dr. Elva Williams Hunt.
Good evening. I want to share a little information with you about the C. Waldo Scott Center, about our history. You know, achieving 30 years of community service presents, justifiably, an opportunity to celebrate and evaluate. We find ourselves with this occasionally reached opportunity. Some 30 plus years ago, Newport News, like other communities, was collecting information about the status of youth in the city. The whole idea of this look at our city and our young people was pushed by a recognition that if we were going to have responsible citizens as adults in a few years, then we needed to be sure they were prepared to assume their responsibilities. Every once in a while, somebody would jokingly say, we must get these kids ready so they can take care of us when we reach retirement. Well, that might have been an interesting little joke, but the reality is we wanted to see our young people realize their abilities and to recognize their responsibilities as adults and to reach that level with some degree of satisfaction about having reached personal goals. We determined that we really needed to, in Newport News, make some major changes, reach some additions to the services we provided our young people. We searched to see what things had been done in the past, not just in Newport News, but anywhere in the country. If we could find programs that were successful, then we could determine what would work for us here in Newport News. That led us to find a program called The Door. The Door was a program based in New York, and it provided an array of services for young people from ages 12 to 24. The focus was to provide services in a manner that made them convenient to young people. Transportation should not be should not create a situation where we could not have services rendered. The Door's mission was to empower young people to reach their potential by providing comprehensive youth development services in a diverse and caring environment. We looked at the door carefully and determined that while not every component of it was an even match for us, there was a lot we could learn from this program, and we could adapt those things we found to be successful and easily adopted. We could put those here in Newport News, and they would perhaps meet the needs of our young people. You know, one of the things we find when we start any new program is that we must be certain of what our expectations are of that program. Well, the door, as of this year, has been in operation for 40 plus years. So obviously it had met success for its population. That meant that our challenge was to determine what our goals would be here. And that's what occurred. Youth serving agencies throughout the community came together and discussed the needs that they were serving through their individual program and that were going unserved for either lack of financial support or just the opportunity had not presented itself for those programs. This was our chance. So after several years of planning, we found the opportunity to try something new, something that was going to address needs that had heretofore gone unaddressed. And how could we go wrong, we thought? After all, we had representatives from all of the youth serving agencies in the community. We had space made available for us to house the programs. We had young people who appeared to be willing to participate and to take advantage of the program. And very important in this process was that we had a model for young people to look to as an inspiration for their actions. The program had been named for a resident of our community with a stellar reputation and a life of service here in Newport News. So with motivation from a model of service, with their willingness to advocate to get the support that the programs would continue to need. So, while I have shared with you some information about the C. Waldo Scott Center's history, the reality is we at this point are committed to looking at our history in preparation of our future. We know that there are many needs yet to be met, and we gladly embrace the opportunity to address those needs. So, we look forward to being advocates for our young people, to provide support that will address program needs that they have. Now, I have talked far more about the present and future than I have the history. I realize that. But our goal is to look at our history and take guidance from it as we look to address our young people's needs in the coming months and years ahead. That way, we can be sure that our young people will be well prepared to take advantage of all opportunities they have so that they will be ready for tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jocelyn Best and JB Soulful Sound.
All right, this next song is one of my originals. The song is called Wrong Turn. This song is about my grandmama. You know, grandmoms always just give you that good advice. Listen, I remember my grandmama used to say, while on earth one day you find your way. Everyone on this earth has a purpose, and some unhappiness will keep you searching. Some decisions that you made won't be right, but the lessons you learned will defeat the fight. You may fall, but the gain is to get up. In this life we all gotta find the right way to go. Found it was a bump in the road. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. Found it was a bump in the road. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. When I sit back and look at my life, I appreciate the wrong turns I've done. I felt the map I had, I did not understand. Not knowing it was in God's plan. Some decisions that I made wasn't right, but the lessons you learned will defeat the fight. You may fall, but the gain is to get up. In this life we all found it was a bump in the road. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. Found it was a bump in the road. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. Listen, say, never knowing what situation you may go through. Never knowing what you may find along the way. Come on. Hey, help along the way. And sometimes, found it was a bump in the road. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. Found it was a bump in the road. Sometimes you gotta take it slow. Wrong turn, wrong turn, wrong turn. You turn, you turn, you turn. Wrong turn, wrong turn, wrong turn. I've learned. You live and learn the route to go. Wrong turn.
And now let's hear from some of our former center members and something a little special at the end just for you.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Jason Smith, and I am a former student of the C. Waldo Scott Center. And I have to truly say that the C. Waldo Scott Center really made a big influence on my life. Currently, now I'm a CEO of an entertainment company where we do talent shows, HIV awareness, give backs, podcasts, fashion shows, a little bit of everything. But I learned everything, believe it or not, here from the Scott Center and the staff. We used to have computer labs, after school programs, and it really taught me a lot. It gave me self-esteem, and even though I was kind of a troubled kid, Miss Crystal never ever gave up on me. It is very, very important for the next generation to be able to come here and get the same training and stuff that I got. From this experience, I was able to give back to the community, and I started a Breakfast with Santa event, which I do every year, where I sponsor 20 families. And I actually did one this year here at the C. Walter Scott Center in the midst of the pandemic. And I'm also having a fun day with Bunny that I'm partnering with another nonprofit organization to give inner city youth donations so they can have a good Easter. We're going to do Easter, we're giving away Easter baskets, and we're going to be playing games and different things like this. But the Scott Center was it was like a safe space for me. I got bullied a little bit when I was in school, but whenever I came here, I always felt smart and like a superstar. And I feel like this program and this building is very, very important. It really changed my life. So, guys, if you want to do your part to help out, make a donation. If you know any young people that you think is struggling, or you're just seeing some young kids hanging out, talk to them. Tell them to come to the Scott Center. This is a great program. It really changed lives. They do so many good things here for kids. After school program, I actually learned how to speak a little bit of Spanish here. Reach deep in your Spanish. I can count to 10. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, 9, 10. I can say, como te llama? My name is Jason. Well, it said Jaime because there's no Jason in Spanish. I learned that. But it's definitely like a great event. So like a great space. So like anybody that has any youth and you're looking for something positive for them to do to keep them out of trouble and to challenge them, bring them here. I mean, the after school program we had here was phenomenal. We had teachers that would like volunteer and come over and like help us with homework and different things like that. So if you're at home and you don't have money to donate, but you want to donate time, giving is still giving no matter what you can do. You can always give back in some kind of way. My name is Jason Smith. Once again, guys, donate. I own J. Smith Entertainment, and I was a youth here at the C. Walter Scott Center, and I'm doing my part to give back by having events in the community. So if I can give back, anybody can give back, whether it's time, whether it's money, whatever you guys can give to do it. If you have kids in the community, bring them down here. This is a great building. It is run by a great staff. They're doing life-changing things here.
Hello, my name is Angel Taylor, and I came to the Scott Center when I was in the 3rd grade. And when I came here, I was kind of nervous and shy because I didn't know nobody here. But once I made new friends, I started to come out more and talk more. I recently volunteered my 9th grade year through my 11th grade year. And my 12th grade year, I came back to apply as a program assistant after I graduated. As a program assistant, I come here to help the kids with their homework and do virtual learning with them.
Hope is the place where you want to go. Hope is the person who you want to know. Hope is the feeling that carries you through. And hope is the future for me and you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special performance by singer-songwriter Kelly Nicole.
I see something that I like, and maybe what I'm liking is you. You can be the prototype, yeah. My muse for everything that I do. Life will pass with no rewind, but my goal is a table for two. And baby, I hope you don't mind it. Don't wanna play games with you. I'm infatuated. I think I know. I wanna be with you. Don't play games. You should take me seriously. I'm infatuated. For real. Become in love. I think I know. Hey, you believe me? I'm definitely so serious. Yeah. the way I feel inside. So whatever you do is mine. Oh, what's your pleasure? Please remind me. 'Cause whatever you want, I'll do. As long as I see that you're smiling, I know that I got your love. 'Cause I'm infatuated. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I wanna be with you. Don't play games. You should take me seriously. 'Cause I'm infatuated. For real, think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. You believe me? I'm definitely so serious. I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm curious. I know I want too much. I don't want you to be afraid of us, baby, 'cause I'm in love. 'Cause I'm infatuated. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. Hey, you should take me seriously. 'Cause I'm infatuated. I think I'm seriously. You believe me? I'm definitely so serious. Seriously, I'm infatuated with you. I think I'm in love with you. Seriously, I wanna be with you. Don't play games. You should take me seriously. I'm infatuated with you. For real, think I'm in love with you. Seriously, can you believe me? I'm definitely so serious.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed the evening as much as I have. What a pleasure it has been to share the outcomes, the successes of C. Waldo Scott Center throughout the years. What a pleasure it has been to celebrate Dr. Scott's life and legacy and the hope that he left for our children through the C. Waldo Scott Center. We thank you for your continued support. Tonight is about the children. Continue to give. Give as much as you can because it benefits the children who are our future. Thank you and good evening.